It's the kind of enthusiastic young crowd you might expect to find waiting to buy the latest smartphone or maybe pop concert tickets.
We drove from Kansas City, Missouri.
I was like, please, can we go?
But it's not 1D, 4G, or even Kim K drawing these teens here.
Yeah, we're all from Austin.
Their excitement is about reading.
Pretty much every day I regularly get in trouble for staying up too late.
I probably read like 5 books a month, maybe 6.
They're here at the South Irving Library.
To meet Marissa Meyer, my favorite author ever.
She's here to talk about her latest release and interact with the fans. At this event, and at another one we stopped by, we could see the interest. People are eager to hear more from the authors who write the books they love.
One of my favorite things is seeing how they think, seeing how they work.
It opens up a whole new perspective and just gives you a greater appreciation for all the work that they actually are doing. It's not easy, and I couldn't do it.
We found out a few years ago that people really, they wanted to make a personal connection to their favorite authors. They really enjoy these author events where we have authors come in, talk about the books and talk about writing as a career.
I always had this ridiculously overactive imagination.
Seeing this turnout at its library branches, Irving took the next step, launching the North Texas Teen Book Festival in 2015 at the Irving Convention Center.
When we started it last year, we said, if we have 500 people, this will be that's perfect, that's super exciting. And then we estimated that about 3,500 showed up that day.
This year, the festival is back at the convention center.
I mean, the space is spectacular.
Planning is underway here
Lots of final details.
and in the library branches. They're bringing in about 75 authors.
Our biggest name, I think, is James Dashner, who does the Maze Runner series.
Holly Black, she is joining us for the first time this year.
I'm most excited to see Gail Foreman.
Julie Martin, she's a local author. She's a #1 New York Times bestseller.
E. Lockhart is coming.
Lots of bestsellers and award winners.
Oh, so excited.
This year's festival is expanded to 2 days, April 22nd and 23rd. Friday's focus is on educators.
Give them some tools that they can use in the classroom to encourage literacy, encourage a lifelong love of books.
Right here, we had author signing.
Saturday, authors will again be signing. There will also be panel discussions and more. Last year's turnout blew organizers away.
So you walk in and you are used to doing author events at the library where your biggest number is 200 people and there are 3,500 people in here and you're just like, oh my gosh.
And they expect even bigger crowds this year.
We are trying to make this festival one of the premier book festivals in the country.
It's all happening in a time people might assume teens would be more interested in TV and technology.
Well, watch me. Yeah, I do like electronics, but mainly as a way to connect to the other fans.
There's a lot of misconceptions about teens that they just want to play their video games and they just want to be on their iPhones and they don't talk to each other and they don't read.
What I see is that kids are super excited about books.
Some authors we caught up with say the increased enthusiasm they see in young readers ties into their love of technology.
Social media has changed it a lot. It's sort of such an easy way to get in touch with an author, and I feel like it's broken down a lot of barriers.
But I've just been getting a nonstop stream of emails.
They're more descriptive in what they like and what they don't like. They will list out, they will create lists for you. That's very helpful, like I liked this, but this part needed work.
I remember when I was in school, if we wanted to write an author, we had to sort of find out who their publisher was and write them a letter, and you never knew anything. And now a reader can send me a tweet and I'll respond in seconds.
A lot of young people look to make reading a shared experience in person and online. And organizers of the North Texas Teen Book Festival know that.
We're going to bring in some big podcasters and some YouTubers so that we can try to bridge the gap between regular book reading and also working in some technology.
This is the first time I've lived in an area where author events are a regular occurrence. It's made me appreciate reading a lot more.
Even though the event is planned for teens, a lot of people beyond those years enjoy turning out.
You seem just as excited as they are.
This is good, great,
fabulous literature. I'm 29. I read a lot. I read over 200 books last year, so this is what I do on all my spare time.
And that gets at the goal, fostering interest in the experience of reading, and that's where it becomes individual.
New books smell amazing. That's my favorite smell. I wish there was a candle for that.
I just like how you can read about a different world and still be in like this world.
You know somebody who feels the same things as you.
People take these books to heart in this really wonderful way, and it's so fun to get to see that.